Hi friends, welcome to WebChamp. In this video, I am going to discuss table and matrix visual in Power BI. Okay, so when to use table? Whenever you have to show a comprehensive list of records with various columns, in that case we use the tables. Okay, but whenever you have to, when you have to show the detailed about the records, you can use the tables. But if you want to create the summarized table, so in that case we will go for the matrix. Okay, so matrix is nothing but simply a pure table in Excel. The way you can create the pure table in Excel, similarly you can create the table here in the Power BI also. That is what referred as a matrix visual. Okay, so let's go and create the table and matrix. Okay, so if you come down in the visual pane, okay, there is something called table and there is another one, that is what matrix. Okay, so I will first create the table. Okay, let's say this is my table. So once you select the table, obviously we know that tables have the column. So here you can see that it has only one field, and it creates summarized values. It always, meaning whenever you use the table from the pure Power BI, it's summarized table visual. If you use it, summarize the data. Okay, if I say I would like to see the data based on the, let's say, category. Okay, let's say this is what my first column, and then I would like to summarize the data again by the occupation, so we can use. And here what we can do is we can go and we can select the sales amount as another column. Okay, if you want to select the profit, you can select the profit. If you want to select the quantity, you can select the quantity. And this is how you can show the list of, meaning selected list of columns to the user as a detailed. Okay, in a detailed level. Okay. But in case sometimes you may want to summarize this data in different way. Okay, you may want to create the summary table for the occupation versus category, and values should be summarized at the intersection of these two. Meaning what I want is I want the category to be seated in the column level. Okay, so in that case what we can do, we can create the matrix. Okay, if I select the matrix, so here in case of matrix you can see it asks you to drag the fields for rows. Okay, what I want is in case of rows, I want occupation, so I will select and drag here. You can drag on the visualization panes area also, or you can drag that on the actual visual area also. It's up to you what to select. Okay, and in case of columns, I would like to select the category, so I have selected the category. Okay, and let's say I wanted to see the sum of sales. Okay, so I will bring the sum of sales to the value, and this is how it works. And filter pane is already they have given here, so we don't need to have the filter pane separately here. Right, so this is very similar to the pivot table. If you want to do the further categorization, you can bring the multiple categories. Okay, let me say I would like to bring the year. Okay, I would like to see the year wise details. Okay, so I will bring the year in the column. Okay, and this is how it shows. But yes, so automatically this gets hidden, like meaning the only year is showing and the category after the year is not showing. So in that case what happens, it creates the hierarchy, so you need to drill down. And if I say drill down, so it will show. Okay, and if you want to expand, you can click on this icon. Okay, and in this way your view will get created. Okay, let me over this. Now you have a data for the year and for the specific category, right? So this is how it works. We can create the pivot table. Now there are many ways to format this. even just considering the table or few matrix, both are the same. Okay, so what we can do, we can go and format these. See here, you can see that number of options are available there to format. Okay, let me say I would like to format this. Okay, so I can format the table. You can change the various styles. Default, instead of that I will say minimal. Okay, it will change the style of table. It will add the shaded like this to the alternative rows. And this is what the style, you can change the style, you can change the grids. You may sometime you may want to change the uh, values. Okay, color of values and background of values, and then alternative text. Okay, whatever you wanted to add, you can go to the values and add. If you want to make the changes with respect to columns, the column header settings is there. Okay, then for the total values, do you want to show the totals or not? Okay, so you can turn off the totals from here, right? So this is how it works. Even to the specific column, if you want to apply the formatting, you can do. Okay, so there may be a situation that I don't want these decimal places sitting in the sum of profit or in the sum of sales. So in that case, what you need to do is you need to come here to the specific column and you can remove the decimal places from this. Okay, so the moment I select this, okay, and here you can see that decimal places are none, or at sorry, display unit is none, and decimal places I can make this as a 0 instead of at all. Then it will remove. But yes, if you have number of numerical columns, in that case what you need to do is you need to go and select the multiple columns, I mean the one by one, and then make the changes to the decimal places. This is what the drawback. Okay, at one time you cannot do this like you can do in Excel. Then there is a something called a cell element. If you want to do the conditional formatting, okay, let me say if I wanted to highlight the sales amount, if the amount is higher than 1 lakh. Okay, if the amount is higher than 1 lakh, so in that case what we can do, you can either select what to highlight. Okay, whether you wanted to change the color, or you wanted to change the background, or you may want to change the icon or something else. So you can go. So I will select sum of sales and I will enable the background color. Okay, and you can see that it has performed. But this is what the default. This is what the conditional formatting that we do in Excel. The same thing you can do here, but I would like to modify the conditions. Okay, based on the gradient it is picking. Okay, instead of that, what I will do, I will say rules. Okay, we define the rules for the values only, sum of sales, and if the value is greater than and is equal to, I will say 1 lakh. Okay, not in percent, it should be in number. Okay, and on next, even if you may want to put the range, you can put, right? And then once I will say if this is greater than or lesser than or is equal to, I will say 2 lakh. Okay, this is the maximum value. Then what it should consider, or it should consider me the another more color. If you go to the more color, you can select the green color from here, and let's say okay. Okay, this is what the formatting. Now you can see that whenever there is a value higher than the 1 lakh, it has added the color, right? So this is how conditional formatting works. Even you can do the conditional formatting with respect to the table and for the matrix also. I hope you like the content of this video. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a nice day.